Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Santa Clarita Insiders Show. I am Connor MacIvor. We have Tim Blankenship with us as well. We're going to have a great show today. A lot happening in the news. We're going to cover a few of those items. And, of course, get into some of the trades that both Tim and I do, me real estate, him divorce. And working through those, we'll talk probably a little bit about fitness. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing good, Connor. Yourself? Good morning.
Good morning. I am wonderful, besides the sty in my eye. So hence the get up.
Yeah. I looked when you first came on and we were talking this morning. I should have. You look like Hogan, Hey Brother.
Like, yeah, exactly. I like it. Very good.
Hey Brother.
Yeah. Hey brother. Hey brother. Hey brother. Yeah. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's still kicking.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's still
See him in the news every once in a while too.
Yeah. Doesn't look bad. He actually looks not in bad shape for where he is.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys, they're all beautiful and big, and then when they get older, I don't know, they don't.
No.
Yeah, it starts to get a little saggy.
All that size doesn't do well in old age.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, tell me you've given me some great workout tips over the time we used to work out together and stuff, and just watching your intensity. And I got something new to drop on you. It's probably not new. So what I've started to do, so I'll do typically 4 exercises per body part. So if I'm doing chest, there'll be 4 separate chest exercises. Some of those I'll try to compound with something else, maybe, and just wear myself out each one. But what I've started to do this time is now, instead of putting the weight down in between the sets, I hold on to it. So if I'm on flat bench with dumbbells, I'll rest the dumbbells on my chest or hold them down here.
Yeah.
But I keep holding on to it. So my rest period, it was always very short, but now it's even shorter. So I'll do that for 5 sets.
And you'll do that for every different type of exercise. Give me another example of that.
I haven't found one that I can't do it with. So tricep extensions, for example, that's hard. So you got cable or the rope.
Yeah.
So you got the rope, okay, and you got your push downs. I know you got that apparatus at your house. So
yeah.
You get your push downs in. So when you get to failure, that very first set, then you hold the weight. So basically I'm pushing down with my arms and rotating my shoulder into the cable.
Oh, geez.
Because the cramps, the blood flow. And then so you hold that for till you're ready, and then you come up and you crank it again.
Yeah.
And then that's your rest period. Or with that one, your rest period could be up here. Just don't let the plates touch.
Oh, I see.
Always have resistance.
Interesting.
Curls the same. You hammer curls, you go to failure, and then you just don't put the weight down.
I don't them kind of parallel. Yeah.
No, just down at the ground.
Just not dropping the weight.
No, right. Yeah, I guess it would be brutal if you held it at 90 degrees.
Yeah. So I guess you're not going to want to take long rest either, right? You're going to want to
want to crank it out.
So.
What I noticed is after that first set, the first set I'll count. After that, it's just number 2.
Right.
All the way to failure. Number 2. I don't think about the number. I just go until I can't go anymore. And then I actively rest, then number 3, and then number 4. No, and it makes it easier. I think maybe I get over that mind thing. Because if you tell yourself, I want to get at least 10 reps, lo and behold, you get just about 10 reps.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
your brain's real good at making that adjustment.
For sure. So yeah, I haven't tried that, but I was, you're talking, going to failure on, I was doing a lot of sets as well, 4 exercises, 4 or 5 sets. And it's a lot of volume. And I dropped that volume when I started doing the going to failure, like you're recommending. And I got more sore from that than doing more exercises, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I think maybe mentally we don't quite go to, maybe we have 3 or 4 more reps in us, in reserve, when we know we have, 10 more sets to go.
You know what? I think you're exactly right. Yeah, and we're very good at people as a whole. We're very good at sabotaging ourselves. So, if you have that coming to Jesus moment at that one last rep, and you say, you know what, this isn't the last one. Come on, quit conning yourself. Usually you can crank out 2 or 3 more. I mean, once you really think, if you just hold
Sure.
it there for a second, think, oh, really? You're really, you're stronger than that. And you can really pull it off.
Yeah,
I've done it. So,
for sure. Exactly.
mm,
Hey, I didn't share this with you. I wanted to just bring this up. This was supposedly happened in Santa Clarita, but it's been debunked. But
okay.
it was local to us. But I'll just play this because it's kind of shocking.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
both work LAPD and traffic, and we've seen all kinds of accidents in our life. But this one, um, there went the DeSoto sign. So I think this is the 118. But look at this
Whoa,
car.
whoa.
Yeah. I mean, tire came off a big
Wow,
rigger.
one tire.
Yeah, and then it catches back up with them. So
Didn't it come off that Toyota?
I didn't see where that came off of. I
That
guess
white Toyota on the
yeah, it
right, because
doesn't look
that's
like a
not a
big rig tire,
semi.
does it?
Uh,
Yeah,
watch the Toyota on the right, number 3 lane. Oh, where's it going?
it's
Oh,
the
well, yeah.
black
Watch the
car.
Toyota truck there. Watch.
Oh,
There,
right
see
there.
that
Yep. Oh,
left
geez.
front. Wow. So it, wow,
That
left
was
front
bad.
tire. That's incredible.
I thought
Holy
that
Hannah. Yeah.
my wife showed that to me yesterday, and she's like, "Watch this," and it just I didn't know what to expect, but it was bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of those acts of God things. You can't
Yeah,
really I
exactly.
mean, there's really nothing you could do about it. Just gotta,
Yeah.
I don't even know. It, are
Anyways,
they
that was
did they
posted up.
survive?
I don't know. This was posted on that What's Up SCV Instagram
Oh, okay.
um, site. So they had that. I don't think they posted it. It looked like someone
Mhm.
posted to their site and tagged SCV, and then they got beat up because there's clearly a DeSoto sign
Oh,
when the car passed.
right. Very
So
nice. So it's on the 118, right?
yeah, we were talking about that. I guess they're calling it swatting. The Saugus supposed.
Yeah, I tried to look that
Shooting.
up. I thought that was, yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I have it right here.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, swatting.
Yeah, they I guess the call came out as 4. I guess we can just I read through it earlier this morning, but it came out as 4 dead in a bathroom. And of course they just had this remember 2019, of course, had
That's right. Yeah.
that shooting. So not a very funny swatting call. A little
No.
too soon. But yeah, all clear. Nothing happened. No active shooter. Nothing going on. Just
So were
a
they
prank.
it was just one prank phone call and that was it.
Yeah, I didn't give
It
too
was
much
a prank
information.
phone
It looks
call
like
then.
yeah, it looks like they're trying to investigate where the call originated
Oh.
from and all
Oh,
that. But yeah, there
that's
was nothing
yeah,
going on at the school.
that's low hanging fruit. Aren't there any good villains anymore?
Yeah,
You
we
know.
haven't. That used to be. We used to hear that happening all the time. The whole
Yeah.
swatting thing. 4,
I
5,
didn't know
6
you
years
called
ago.
I didn't know you called it that. I thought it was
Yeah, I
a
think
prank.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I can research that, but I think because it's like a SWAT call out. So they do this to other people to get their house to get law enforcement to show up,
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
So
Swatting is a harassment technique that involves calling in an emergency police response against an innocent target.
there you go.
Ha! You know what? Never heard of it.
Yep. That's why we do this show.
Yeah, and
Education.
you know what? You nailed it. Swatting is an action of making hoax phone calls, which results in SWAT teams responding to an address. Good job, Tim.
There you go.
You nailed
Makes
it.
sense. Something
SWAT.
that
You
makes
had to
sense.
throw it in there, huh? You
Yeah.
had to just show off.
Something that makes sense, actually.
Right. Yeah. Finally. And even the most brilliant missed it. Good.
Yeah. What else we have here?
There was, there always seems to be a shooting here and there. And the answer to that is what?
We
Getting
were
rid of
talking
the
last
guns?
week about that Newhall shooting. I don't know if this is the same shooting that came
Mm.
up, but there was a double shooting in Newhall. And I don't know if that's the same one we were talking about last week.
At that bar, that liquor store.
Yeah, I'm looking for it now, but I saw that pop up this morning. But I think it happened on the 20th.
Yeah, let's see, 27.
While you're looking for that, last week we were talking about how Vertex taking over the trash services, and let me see if I can share this again.
And then
Oops,
they're
just
going to
a small
have
one. There's a big one
some
there.
kind of food container.
Yeah, so they're going to have this whole organic waste. And remember, we were talking about what does that entail, and we're going over the food items and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. What
So
are we going
Santa
to put
Clarita
in there and
Valley
how
Chamber of
much?
Commerce is holding a webinar with
Hmm.
down here on the 30th. So it is today, 28th. So Thursday at 11. So I
Couple
went to go
days.
see if we can get tickets, but you have to be a member of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber to be able to purchase tickets.
Oh.
So
Oh.
you're only going to know how
So
to
it's not
dispose
for
of
the
your
regular people.
yeah, you're only going to know how to dispose of your food waste if
Mm.
you pay at least $400 a year as a business member. So,
And it's per
anyways,
year.
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever, maybe one year
I think we both did it one year.
yeah, quite a while ago, but yeah, so
I had a
365 a
plaque
year.
somewhere.
Oh, sole proprietor, so you can't even be a
Oh,
corporation.
there it is.
So, but yeah,
Okay.
they have a lot of events going on. Seems like a lot of
Yeah.
meet and greets and so forth. But anyways, yeah, there'll be, you know, I went to see if they have their past events on there as something you could watch afterwards. So maybe they'll
Right.
make that available to the general public.
Like record it like we do our show because we have so
Yeah.
many people watching later because of all the topics of interest.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. So back to the home. I can't find that, but it's going to rain again. Yeah, there's that. And
I can't believe
9%
it.
of the drought is left over. Is that? Did you hear this? 9%.
Say that again.
That's 9% of the drought is left over to be solved. We've replenished the water stores up to a 9% level. I think that's how they said it.
Okay.
It sounded backwards the way they said it, but we've like recovered. We only have 9% of drought left.
So we're 91% reserves are full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently that's what I saw.
That's pretty good.
I'm surprised they said it.
And is that's
I'm
California?
surprised they didn't say how. Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Southern
you'd think-
California here.
You would think they would never that we'd always need water, so they wouldn't even release that. Not that we control the rain gods, but
Right.
it's those planes that they fly over that you hear about those and the conspiracy with
Laser
that?
out the water.
The entrails.
Oh, and they heat the water up or they ruin the water.
No, you see the planes flying around.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it up just because we're talking about it. But you see the planes in the sky that have the leaving the white trails behind them all over the skies.
Oh, sure.
Every
Like
day. That's
not
supposed
the
to
ones that draw or just regular aircraft commercial with the jets and the sound.
yeah, so it's not
ice.
like the jets. It's just intentionally they're dropping some type of chemical.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so it's very interesting, and there's a lot of big conspiracy on it. It's supposed to be
Oh,
controlling.
that's funny.
Supposed to be controlling our weather.
Oh, they're like seeding.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
seeding
know
the clouds.
I looked into it once, but there's a whole like Facebook page where it's a big, huge conspiracy of what they're doing,
Wow.
the chemicals they're dropping on us, and all that. But it's working if that's what they're trying to do.
Right. Exactly. 9% perspective. I can't find that article, but I could have swore it said 9%.
So we're almost full, is what we're.
That's what I saw looked like.
Okay, so I had it wrong. It's not entrails. I think I was thinking of.
That's cow stuff.
A space movie or something. I think I was thinking of aliens, not entrails. Chemtrails.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Chem.
chemtrails. Have you heard that word?
Isn't just. I have nodded, but isn't that white smoke coming out of that? Isn't that ice?
Yes.
Isn't that ice?
I don't
being
think
formed.
You know what?
From the engine.
Know. Oops. Let me pull this up here. So here's the chemtrails conspiracy.
So those look like so that looks like smoke, like they're creating. Yeah, chemtrail would be Like if you take baby powder or talcum powder and you throw it out of an airplane in enough amount, I bet you'd make that same trail, right? Baby powder.
Yeah. So they're saying that this is
You're not.
mostly made up of water called contrails or vapor trails, but showing a growing number of people falsely believe that they are evidence of something sinister going on.
Oh, yes.
So
That's what I
that's,
thought. Yeah.
yeah.
Vapor water.
Yeah. And so this is new because of COVID. Surge in conspirators thinking that it's COVID related.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
they can get us to take more medicine.
yeah, exactly. Everyone's been has had the antivirus now because it's been dropped on your head.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, but the conspiracy is of that they're, yeah. So this is what you see in the sky all the time, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was.
Yeah. So it says believers claim sprays containing toxic metal barium are being used to either pacify or reduce populations. So I'm sure
Well,
there's
they
a lot
got
more that
the
goes into that.
reducing population with all the plastics and hormones in the food. Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
we're doing good with that.
Yeah. But they are
Wow,
out there in the sky
contrails.
quite a bit. So I guess half of the people that are not part of the conspiracy believe this is just part of the vapor coming off the plane in a normal flying fashion.
Right.
But you
Oh,
don't
look
see
at
it coming
that.
off of it always seems it's the planes that are going nowhere, high in the sky. You ever notice that? It's
Sure.
not
Yeah.
you don't see it coming off commercial jets.
No, it doesn't seem to be, no. And you'll see those usually in the morning, just singular trails, though.
Yeah,
Well, or multiple together like that, but not uniform.
exactly.
But yeah, I didn't. I would have never thought. But God, could you imagine how much? Well, if you think about how big that has to be to show up from the ground, how big that vapor trail has to be.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much material do you need, and are you going to be able to get enough on a little plane? So let's say you had 1,000 pounds of baby powder.
Okay.
No,
I
no,
know where
really,
this is
a
going.
1,000 pounds. Okay, so you got 1,000 pounds of baby powder, and you load it into your little Cessna jet, your single engine jet, and you're going to go poison everybody with baby powder. And you get up there, and you say, okay, and that's all your plane can hold, Tim. That's maximum.
Yeah.
So then you open up whatever thing, and it starts going out, and then it's all gone. I mean, how much is 1,000 pounds of chemical really going to do? If you look at those trails, there must be hundreds of thousands of tons of weight with those whatever there is suspended in air. No,
Yeah.
are we close on
It does
this?
seem that is their sole purpose when you see those.
Yeah, that's actually to descend on us and make us sterile.
I thought when I read about it, it was about
I think it's
changing
ice.
the weather, like make it rain, that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, if it works, it works. I don't know if that's going to have any long-term consequences like smoking.
Exactly.
Everything does, yeah. They're eating people. No,
Yeah, I was reading more about it. They're talking about it being used as a bioweapon.
Oh,
yeah.
We need to take a stand, Tim.
No,
we need to take
exactly.
Let's stand up, and
yeah.
I don't want to be chemicaled anymore. It already cost me my hair.
Exactly.
I'll just talk about me. Just me right now, not you, just me.
For sure.
All right, so let's see what else here. ChatGPT has turned out to be wonderful. I haven't run into much of an issue with anything. It produces some pretty good stuff. Have you been playing with the other 4 or 5?
You know what? Because I'm paying the $20 a month, I haven't been using it as much. Maybe once this week. Kind of just doing some research and get like an outline for some videos I wanted to talk about, specifically just for what I'm doing with divorce related differences between legal separation and divorce. I was just doing some research on that, using that. Are you seeing on that ChatGPT, are you getting those 3 options like 3.0, 3.5 or 4.5, like the different options?
No, not at all. It just seems to do well.
So on the paid version, perhaps only, I'm seeing it'll say which ChatGPT version do you want to use. It's like 4, 5, 4, 4.5, or 5. And let me see. Let me pull it up and see what it tells you. What the difference is. GPT is. Let's see if it works. So you have Chat is GPT 3.5.
Okay.
optimized for speed, current availability. 3 out of 5 on reasoning. I probably just show this.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see if I have all my searches in here. I don't know that I want to show. Let me see if I can do a.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Slim it down.
So
Slim it
my
down.
son is using it too, and so is my wife. So
Okay.
there's just different searches on here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but it's funny when you put in the search
No, that's
term.
fine. We don't have to.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's funny when you put in the search
So,
term.
but
yeah. So, anyways, it says 3.5 is a 3 out of 5 for reasoning, 5 out of 5 for speed, 2 out of 5 for consciousness.
consciousness.
The legacy 3.5 is 3 out of 5 reasoning, 2 out of 5 speed, 1 out of 5 consciousness. GT4 is 5 out of 5 reasoning, 2 out of 5 speed, 4 out of 5 reasoning. So the new GPT-4 is 5 out of 5 reasoning, 4 out of 5 consciousness, but it's slower, 2 out of 5 for speed. So, and then right now it's even for paid folks, it's saying it's limited to like 30 chats a day or every 2 hours or something like that.
That's interesting. So I wonder where this thing's being fed. It's located, it's in some data, it's some computer somewhere, some mainframe.
It seems like it. I got an
So that's
email
what
the other day from another, I guess now there's other companies coming out with these chat features. So we know
right.
Bing is one, right, through Google. Bard, I think they called it. And then I got another email for another version. It wasn't Bing's version or Google's version, but it was another open AI type site, and they were charging $50 a month for their service. So looks like it's going to get pricey. It's 20 right now through ChatGPT.
Do you think this is actually going to replace the typical Google query because it can answer the same questions just with a little more flair? Or do you think this is something that'll always be separate?
Well, what we read a few weeks ago about it was they are going to, like Bing it's going to be embedded within their regular search. So you'll automatically get a combination of your typical search, and then somehow embedded or alongside of it, you're going to have the AI chat version of the same thing. So
God, I wonder what that's going to do for our results in search when people are searching for my brand or your brand, where we can position ourselves now, and even for businesses that are listening, where they can start now to maybe
or
ask a lot of questions on there about themselves. Who is Connor MacIvor?
The question that comes up is, when these new platforms come out, how do you market for that platform, right? Like, how would you write your content, right? Kind of like a blog post, but it's basically aggregating, if you will, from multiple sources, and so it streamlines that entire whatever search process. I think the only problem is with, I think it's already a year and a half or 2 years old, the information when they
that's right,
scan the internet.
Yeah, you would think they would have some kind of system that'd be able to do that a lot faster and like keep it up moment to moment. But I guess that cost would probably be horrific.
Right. To be able to scrape the internet. I think they only said they got just a few percent
50
of
times
the internet?
a second, 60 times a second. Yeah, that would be incredible. Yeah. It's very little. Comparatively to what's out there in content.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all the papers that have been published and all the online platforms, all the PDFs, all the photo tagging. Oh, it's a big place. Very much so.
ChatGPT achieved 100 million active users in just 2 months.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm surprised there's no ads floating in here.
Yeah.
Just at least one ad. Could you imagine that? That'd be more expensive than the Super Bowl.
Oh, for sure.
Here's your ad. Sure. Here, let's just float it for insurance.
Exactly.
Very good.
So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, marketing to those platforms would be like how I don't know that it would even capture, current current marketing efforts, right? Blog posts and videos, unless they do a new scan of the internet. I think that, I'm trying to look for it now, but I want to say they only got 10% or some very small portion of the internet.
I've heard the same.
Yeah.
Something incredibly low. So yeah, they're not working with all the data. I'm sure this is going to change incredibly in the next couple of weeks. You know how fast it changes.
What do you find yourself using it for?
I actually had it write a narrative for a real estate listing. And when
like
I
4-bedroom, 3-bath.
Yeah, I included all the information, some of the trigger words I like. Yeah. And then I first had them write it in Old English, like 18th century English. That was awesome because I had to start there. I couldn't start with, what we would post.
Right.
So it was beautiful. Ye lore. There was a lot, moat, all that stuff. So it was good. And then I had to do a regular one, and I didn't have to change it. I had to read through it and be real careful because I don't want anything that, there's really strict rules on how you can speak about certain things. Maybe master bedroom isn't the best choice anymore. Maybe a better one is main bedroom, because master could have a connotation that there's maybe a slave involved or something of that nature.
Yeah.
But so I read through it, and it was, so I was playing with that a little bit and, different things. But yeah, it's good. I love it. It's fun.
Yeah. I guess you can have it right in like even celebrities' voices. Like
you can get a good, that's smart. Yeah. Oh, like how would Liam Neeson try to sell a piece of shrimp? Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a very special skill set.
And I think one that you need to do, you probably do something like this.
Hey, you have control. I don't. That's not fair. All right. There's somebody online that I think that looks like
you're looking very Hulk today.
Yeah.
Looking very Hulk.
You know what? These were the only glasses I brought with me. I didn't actually bring them. They're real gold, Tim. No, I'm not going to take them off. No, they're from the company, the Realty One Group. That's their gold. Gold color, and
that's funny.
So yeah, somebody gave it to me.
That's hilarious.
Well, the next week's show will keep everybody posted. Do you have anything on any other front? Do you want to?
No, pretty slow week, news wise and business wise, and all that.
We will talk to everybody next week. We will keep you posted as to whether we're going to have a guest on. We've been talking to several people. We just want to make sure they're good fits for our audience.
We had to eliminate quite a few people.
Definitely so. And you don't want to hear about some of these things. All right. Very good, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening.
All right, Connor. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Tim. Be well, my friend.
You as well.
Bye-bye.